Have you ever heard of a maritime disaster that claimed thousands more lives than the Titanic? A tragedy so immense it's often overshadowed by the larger narrative of World War II? I'm talking about the sinking of the Wilhelm Gustloff, a story of desperation, survival, and a chilling reminder of the human cost of war. The Wilhelm Gustloff wasn't always a symbol of tragedy. Originally, it was a magnificent ocean liner, built for the Nazi regime's Strength Through Joy program. Think of it as the ultimate propaganda cruise ship, designed to reward loyal workers with luxurious vacations. Imagine fine dining, swimming pools, even a cinema. Pretty swanky, right? But as the war raged on, the Gustloff's role changed drastically. It was converted into a hospital ship, ferrying wounded soldiers away from the Eastern Front. Later, it became a transport ship tasked with evacuating civilians and German soldiers from the advancing Red Army. In the winter of 1945, with the Soviet forces closing in, Operation Hannibal, a desperate evacuation effort, was underway. The Wilhelm Gustloff was crammed with refugees, women, children, elderly, alongside thousands of soldiers. Imagine the scene: freezing temperatures, panic in the air, and a ship overflowing with people. It was like a floating city of desperation. Estimates suggest that over 10,000 people were crammed onto a ship designed for far fewer. On the evening of January 30th, 1945, the Wilhelm Gustloff, now a brightly lit beacon in the dark, icy waters of the Baltic Sea, was struck by 3 torpedoes fired from a Soviet submarine, the S-13. The impact was devastating. Panic erupted as the ship began to sink. Lifeboats were launched, but many were damaged or unusable. The icy water claimed countless lives within minutes. The chaos was unimaginable. People were jumping overboard, desperately trying to escape the sinking ship. The screams, the cries, the sheer terror. It's hard to even comprehend. The sinking of the Wilhelm Gustloff was one of the deadliest maritime disasters in history. While exact numbers are debated, it's estimated that between 9,000 and 10,000 people perished. That's more than 6 times the number of lives lost on the Titanic. The rescue efforts were hampered by the freezing conditions and the sheer scale of the disaster. Many who made it into the water succumbed to hypothermia. The Wilhelm Gustloff became a watery grave for thousands, a stark reminder of the brutal realities of war. So, why haven't you heard more about this tragedy? Several factors contribute to its relative obscurity. Firstly, it occurred in the closing months of World War II, a period of immense upheaval and loss. Secondly, the Nazi regime downplayed the disaster for propaganda purposes. They didn't want to demoralize the population. And finally, the sheer scale of suffering during the war meant that individual tragedies, however immense, sometimes got lost in the broader narrative. It's a sobering thought. But the Wilhelm Gustloff wasn't just a statistic. It was a collection of individual stories, lives cut short, families torn apart. Imagine the fear of a mother clutching her child, the desperation of a soldier trying to save his comrades, the heartbreak of a family losing everything. These are the human stories that often get lost in the grand narratives of history. It's important to remember these individuals, to acknowledge their suffering, and to learn from the past. The sinking of the Wilhelm Gustloff remains a controversial and complex event. Some have tried to assign blame, while others focus on the tragedy itself. Regardless of interpretation, the Gustloff story serves as a powerful reminder of the devastating consequences of war and the importance of human life. It also led to some improvements in maritime safety regulations. The Wilhelm Gustloff story is a chilling chapter in human history. It's a story that needs to be told, not to assign blame, but to remember the victims, to understand the past, and to hopefully prevent such tragedies from happening again. If you found this video informative and you want to learn more about history, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Let me know in the comments what other historical events you'd like me to cover. Thanks for watching.